Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Edwin Sifuna, the senator of Nairobi County, is coming out with argument that these fertilizers that William Ruto is bragging that he came out subsidizing, these are fertilizers that were donated freely by Russia. And according to the evidence that are there, both in social media and especially the tweet that came from Russia, was that more than 34,000 tons of fertilizer donated to Kenya by the Russian Uralkali group are now being reformulated to produce 100,200 tons of fertilizer. This will help Kenya a lot to get good harvest this year. This was last year, I think, if I'm not wrong. No, it was this year that the Russia embassy in Kenya came out posting in their Twitter handle. Now, Edwin Sifuna is coming out to argue in the National Assembly.
We were told about the question of subsidizing the price of fertilizer. Now, it is public record that in fact some of this subsidized fertilizer came to this country as a donation from the government of Russia. And this is something that the government of Russia confirmed to us publicly. If you receive something for free, you cannot tell us you have reduced its price. It's that simple. You got it for free. You cannot tell me you have reduced its price. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, this is another obvious untruth by the head of state on the question of fertilizer.
Honorable Senator is misleading this House. He is talking about free fertilizers. Can he provide evidence, table this evidence before this House?
Senator for Nairobi, can you substantiate your claim? And if you cannot, you proceed to withdraw it.
Mr. Speaker, I will request for time to table evidence from the speeches from the leadership of the Federal Republic of Russia that they in fact gave a donation of fertilizer.
So when do you intend
So give me time. You can give me until tomorrow. I will table
tomorrow.
it. Absolutely, Mr. Speaker. Let me proceed to something else that I consider.
What is the point of order, Senator Boni?
Sorry, Mr. Speaker, I wish not to offend you, but because we have been engaged on wild goose chase in this House before in terms of substantiation, caution them that he should not come here with newspaper reports. He should come here with evidence, authenticated extracts of speeches of the leadership of Russia, which we know.
Senator Boni, you cannot teach the chair on what to communicate. I know exactly what amounts to a substantiation, and whatever the senator will bring must, of course, meet that standard. If it won't, the chair will rule. Proceed, Senator Sifuna.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
This is the reality, that the fertilizer that William Ruto is subsidizing, these are fertilizer that came from Russia. No one should come out and lie to you. And that is why anyone who is supporting William Ruto, they don't want them, or rather they don't want you to expose William Ruto as they are seeing with their two eyes. You've seen Edwin Sifuna coming out to say that if fertilizer munaambiwa kwamba wali subsidize, these are fertilizer yenye ilidonetiwa free from Russia. It means if the fertilizer was donated freely, then the Kenya government should come out and give Kenyans free. It should not be sold. Something that you've been given free. Why are you trading on it? Free fertilizers are being subsidized. Government is making money out of the freely donated fertilizer from Russia. And again, the confirmation is very clear that Russia embassy in Kenya, they said in their social media accounts that more than 34,000 tons of fertilizer donated to Kenya by Russian Uralchem Uralkali group are now being formulated to produce 100,200 tons of fertilizer. And this was to assist Kenyans, those who are farmers. But when you look at the language that William Ruto is speaking about, is that with this effort, he has managed to subsidize fertilizer so that he can subsidize production. For him, his reason was he was not going to subsidize consumption, but subsidizing production was going to formulate more produce in this year harvest. Still, I'm waiting for the response of individuals who came out having this fertilizer. Because in real sense, they're being told that this is the fertilizer that William Ruto brought in this country. It was not fertilizer for William Ruto's government. It was a fertilizer from Russia. And because something that I want to accept is that even the Speaker of the Senate, Amason Kingi, must come out to understand these statements from Russia. They must come out to understand that Russia came out donating their fertilizer. And if they are denying that the fertilizer that are being subsidized is not from Russia, then they must come out and tell us where did they got the fertilizer they are subsidizing. That is the reality. We want that. You're telling Edwin Sifuna that he must come out with evidence. And today when he was giving his evidence, even you throw him out of the assembly because you're trying to defend William Ruto. But the reality is you're not coming out to tell the truth. Where did you get the fertilizer you're subsidizing? Na ilikuwa ngapi? Na Russia ilileta yao when? Because at the same time William Ruto was subsidizing fertilizer, was the same time Russia brought their fertilizer in the country. I want you to understand the context. The same time William Ruto came out announcing subsidizing fertilizer, the same time Russia brought their fertilizer in the Republic of Kenya. And this was absolutely free. No charges to the government of Kenya. This was given free to the Republic of Kenya. In fact, Kenya was among those countries in Africa that were given 34,000 tons of fertilizer that was donated by Russia. And this was formulated to produce 100,200 tons of fertilizer. This was formulated to produce 100,200 tons of fertilizer. So you mean you want to tell me that Edwin Sifuna is lying? Why are the government, or rather, why is it that the government of William Ruto, Kenya Kwanza, trading in and subsidizing, having money from farmers, from the fertilizers that were freely donated from Russia? It means William Ruto's government is making money from the freely donated goods from Russia. At the same time, they are claiming it is their fertilizer they are subsidizing. Kwani William Ruto alitoa fertilizer wapi? Si akuja tuonyeshe. If Russia is coming out to claim the fertilizer was theirs. So for me, there is no need of throwing out Edwin Sifuna from the Senate Assembly. It doesn't make sense because the reality is, you will find that kitu yenye utashangaa ni kwamba hii serikali inafanya kitu mbaya, lakini kiongozi amechaguliwa ako na akili amesoma, ana defend, anasema kwamba hiyo ni mzuri. Then tomorrow you will feel, or rather you will find a member of parliament is falling out with William Ruto. He or she will come out to tell us, oh tulikuwa tuna defend vibaya, oh hii ndio ukweli. At this time, they are defending William Ruto even if he's doing a wrong thing. Even if he's doing a wrong thing. They're coming out to defend who? William Samoei Ruto. Na basi kama wanajua ni fertilizer yao, wakuja watoe documents. Na tuambie hii ndio yetu tulieleta. Na ile ya Russia ilienda wapi? Hiyo ndio swali. Because ya Russia ni mingi sana. 100,200 tons of fertilizer. You want to tell me ni kidogo? Na kama wamesubsidize, wameuza hii fertilizer for their own benefit. Na wengi wamekula hii pesa ya fertilizer. I'm telling you, there are a lot of crises in this Republic of Kenya because of this punitive government we're having. A government that cannot reason. Even if they're doing a wrong thing, you'll tell them, but they will continue doing the same thing. How will you expect changes if someone who is being corrected and is being told the truth is coming out to tell Kenyans that, oh, mnadanganywa? Nani anatudanganya? Na Russia wenyewe wameongea. Russia wenyewe wameongea wakasema hii ni fertilizer yetu. In fact, the same time walikuwa na subsidize, the same time Russia wanaongea. Inamaanisha there is a lot of evidence to tell William Ruto with his punitive government that you are subsidizing the freely donated fertilizer from Russia. And you're making money out of this freely donated fertilizer in the name of subsidizing fertilizer to make farmers to have more produce. Who are these fools who do not understand what this government is doing? It is a clear indication that we are out of the context. But if we are explaining like this, you people, you're thinking we are lying. Si Russia ndio hiyo nimepost yenyewe, hao wenyewe wameongea. In fact, Russia is exposing William Ruto. Ni fertilizer yetu nyinyi ndio mnauza. Mnauza fertilizer yetu. Na hata waogopi kusema ukweli. Huo ndio ukweli mtupu. Na kama hamtaki ukweli, then mnaongoja nini? So Edwin Sifuna was right. Even you've seen Boni Aloli coming out to defend. The Toho Gazette said this, and this, and this. Gazette imeandikwa na wanadamu. Na ni rahisi government imanipulate the information. Na information ikuje. Kwani si hii magazeti wanapiga vita usiku na mchana. Na hii media wanapiga usiku na mchana. Ni nini nafanya wasikuje wapige hii media vita? So watapiga tu vita. Because they have the authority and instrument of powers that will do whatever they will do. So in other words, the reality is, hawa wanauza fertilizer ya Russia, ililetwa free, donated, ikuje saidie wakulima. Nilikuwa nitakana wapewe bure. Bure bila kulipishwa pesa yote. Hata 1,000. Sasa Ruto akuja kuambia ati fertilizer inauzwa 2,500. Hizo pesa wanatumia. In fact, it is the private business of certain individuals in the government. They're trading in this freely donated fertilizer. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, I want to appreciate you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video.